Come on down to Real Fake Doors. Won't open. Not that one. Not that one. None of them open.
I've not watched Rick and Morty in years.
Edit. I haven't.
I mean,
I'm Answer My Eyes Johnson.
Ah.
I mean, there's a pretty big reason why.
Everything is very cheap. I think. I don't know because I have ants in my eyes. I'm Answer My Eyes Johnson. I can't feel. I can't see.
Oh. It's a plumbus. That's a good old outright
First, you
plumbus.
take the dingle pop and apply the schleem. Then, what's he say? Something.
I don't know. It's not exactly English words, is it?
Then something comes up
a sprinkle of
and spits on it and rubs it. And that's how you end up
With a
plain
plumbus.
old plumbus.
Plumbus. Two brothers
In a van.
driving downtown.
But they've got a unspeakable bond. Oh. How you getting on?
We're good. We're Gucci.
That it?
All right, your boy.
Peachy Keen, Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
So recording.
Queen.
That's it.
Am I recording?
Is he?
Yeah.
Have another drink.
That one doesn't record.
My dark-eyed
What do
beauty.
you mean?
What do you mean it doesn't record?
What do you mean it doesn't record?
It records into there.
But not on the device.
No.
What's that mean?
He's got the upgraded version where you can press record on that.
So have you? Does he need to? I don't want this again.
That's why I don't know a test.
I can't live my life in shadow.
Can't go a whole other hour.
Yeah.
being
I said
picked-
some stellar stuff that episode, Jay. That we could have clipped. Could have thousands
It's
of views.
being clipped. I've got loads of other edits to
The
crack on
audio's
with.
not good enough.
Yeah.
The third
it's not.
episode is.
Took us 3 episodes together.
Yeah.
We
But
can't
we
do
got
it
there.
the 4th one, Jay.
Yeah.
It's all about learning around here. Self-improvement, you know? No one's perfect.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically, this is episode 3. That was at like episode 1.5. No. No.
No, they don't know that.
What do you mean they don't know that? What do you mean they don't know that?
Because
We're wearing the same clothes.
And we also told them we're splitting it into two.
No, we never said we were going to do that. We said that ourselves, then we made a new intro out, didn't we?
That's what we called camera trickery in
you
the
not
biz.
remember
Don't do that again. Slap you silly.
Every episode.
Honestly, why do we allow him to have things in his hands? Literally,
My
like a
fault. I
toddler.
asked if he wanted some liquidation.
Never give him juice.
We have pillows now. Look at that.
We had one last time and it was brown.
I feel
We've
so-
upgraded to 2 teals.
I feel so sorry for the people that are listening.
Because they just don't. They're not. You're not gonna get the full.
Because there's no context for it.
Yeah.
They're just hearing random Rick and Morty stuff and
Yeah.
talking about pillows
Yeah.
and juice.
They're like, we got pillows now, and they're like, were there pillows last time?
Although that will make them look back at previous videos, though.
True.
Well, actually, just to check out the videos
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the previous videos, because where can just audio listen? Where is it? Where are audio
I
listeners
don't
listening
know.
to
I've
this?
got that's a job for Future Jay or Future Jack or maybe even Future Joey to sort out. At the moment, we're just purely on YouTube.
Okay, fun fact: do you know that every plan that you make is for future you? Whoa, do you know what I mean?
Unless you forget, then it's just
Then it's past Jay's problem.
avoiding the brain.
Yeah, but right, think about it. You know, it's like when people say, "Here's a picture of me when I was younger." Every picture is of you when you were younger, right?
Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah. Why do people say that?
Is this the metaphorical?
Yeah. Welcome
getting
to
deep
episode 4.
We're going deep.
I can't even think of a name.
It's just
it's just a
Root darkness.
Root darkness.
rude darkness.
Last time we were talking about like our favourite things from the past 3 or 4 years. Now it's just we ran out of things to say.
Yeah. So obviously we've spent now maybe I guess, a collective combined 4-ish hours talking about Pokemon,
Yeah.
right? That includes the channel, that includes the games, that includes the anime, includes the movies, blah, blah, blah. We spoke about it. So, rather than just rehashing we've already spoke about...
I do want to bring up something, though.
Oh.
It's not Pokemon related.
Oh.
It's something that you brought up in the previous podcast. Because I asked you a question at
Of
the end.
course. I remember.
You said about content is king, but you said in a niche, but you didn't elaborate. You said I'll explain that next time.
He doesn't even know what he means.
What
Look at him.
What are you talking about, Jay? Talk to me. Talk to me, Jay.
Let me load up the previous.
Why did I say that and say I'll say it next time?
Well, you just... Because we were talking about...
Yeah, I need context.
I was literally giving it, and then you...
I need the
interrupted
context.
me.
I need the context.
I'm giving it to you.
He's not giving me context. Give me context.
What is happening? I don't want him here anymore. Annoys me.
We've just got him back. That's not that one.
That's not a podcast.
No.
You
That's
also
not-
need
that's
to
a-
hold it closer to the mic so audio listeners get the full experience.
Have another drink. My dark-eyed... Cut that. You're going to be copyright.
Podcast, Joey.
Oh, yeah. Cut that. Cut that.
We're here to watch it tick. I already know the context, but...
I need the context.
Jay, where can you find us?
You still won't find us there.
Jay, cut that.
Cut that.
That'd be great, wouldn't it? Absolutely fantastic.
It's a long podcast to scrub through. So I'll say, like, I said consistency is king, but you said consistency is king in a niche.
No, you just changed the whole... You just said... Before, you said context is
I know,
king.
but then I remembered.
No,
content. Right.
But then I remembered what I actually said.
I need content here, guys.
I said
No, you need context.
and I said consistency is king, and you said no, you're wrong. You're stupid, Joe. Shut up. Consistency is king in a niche.
Do you know the funny thing here? I knew exactly what it was on about the first time you sent it. So that whole
So I
10-minute
didn't need to
segment, you didn't need to
elaborate
really- I knew
at all.
exactly what it was on about the whole time. Do you want me to tell you what I really meant?
Yes.
You can make, right? You can put a post out on every single day, every single second, every 10 minutes, every 20 minutes, every hour. You can do it every day, for a week, for a year, and no one will care. Because if it's different things, you have a diversified audience that says, hey, look, Jay's posting this about Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
A few thousand followers from that. And then one day you're going to post about Crash Bandicoot. Or cooking.
What a combination.
Yeah. Or Crash Bandicoot and cooking. And
Cook
all them
Bandicoot.
Pokemon fans are going to be like, what's he doing this for? So,
Cancelled.
yeah. Content
Dislike. Unsubscribe.
content isn't king unless it's in a niche.
Crash Bandicoot. It was right there.
It's
Sorry.
right there. It's
Carry
right
on.
there.
Sorry.
Sorry, work in progress.
That's what I meant.
Oh. So, if I'm picking up what you're putting down, it's don't deviate from Pokemon because we've built up 1.02k subscribers based solely on the fact that it's mainly and exclusively Pokemon.
Yes, but this is one thing that I think Jay's done really well. And it's a testament to his editing and also us as people. You'd end up becoming the niche rather than the niche becoming us.
Whoa.
Where people will tune in to watch what we do rather than watch Pokemon.
People came for the Mudkips, but they
stayed for the JB.
JB. Interesting.
I'm not always that stupid, guys. I have some knowledge in me.
I never said you were. I may have thought it. I may have been right.
I may have said it many times.
But I never said it. I put that in air quotes for our audio listeners. Lovely. So, anything else from the previous podcast?
No, that was
you'd
it.
like to...
That was the only unanswered
Yeah,
thing from last time.
'Cause I can talk about Typhlosion again.
Oh, please not.
No. You want to hear about it? There's nothing new with it. It's just the same.
My childhood's
Horrible
already
thing.
ruined.
I wonder if the cars went up in price or down.
That's the good thing.
Yeah, we never actually checked.
Yeah.
It stayed consistent.
Jay checked.
I had to check.
Of course. You have
My
to.
interest was piqued.
Yeah. This is a Pokemon YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We have to check.
I just didn't do a video on it.
Just do a video on it. Can't do a video on everything.
No, because my God, I'd try.
Jay would blow up. He would blow up.
I've done that several times already at this point.
Of course. Yeah. So, going to, and I guess that's a good segue actually into what I wanted to talk about to start with, anyway, and then we'll just see where we go from here. But we spent a good 4 hours talking about Pokemon, talking about how we grew up with it, all this stuff, and a lot of what we came back to and what we liked about Pokemon, what we enjoy about it, is the nostalgia of it from our youth.
We dig nostalgia.
We love nostalgia.
It's what everyone lives for, really.
Exactly.
In this day and age
Reliving
of
a-
remakes and
Yeah.
Yeah.
revamps.
Reliving a simpler time.
Yeah.
So, and I think you're really going to like this topic.
Let's go.
See, you've already got them all agitated and excited.
Nostalgia. Is it good or is it bad? Because nostalgia is now in everything.
It's everything.
It's everything. Right?
You think something's original, but no, you find out that it's like
course.
It's
a similar structure to what has been done.
Mhm.
For example, Squid Games, based on Takeshi's Castle.
Yep.
As far as, from what I think,
Of course. Yeah. There's remakes upon remakes upon remakes. There's legacy sequels. There's returning legacy characters coming into modern franchises. And it's all...
and that's with any sort of media. Actually, not even media, fashion,
all
technology,
yeah,
everything.
everything eventually comes back round.
Yeah.
But is it coming back round for good or for bad? Is nostalgia becoming too much? Is it saturating the market? Right? And I think there's pros and cons. A lot of discussion to be had. Okay? A lot. And I'll let you talk.
daytime.
He's literally on the edge of the seat.
Literally on the edge of your seat. Now, here's one thing that I'll start with, and I think this is a prime example of where nostalgia gripped the world completely and then dropped off the face of the earth. And that is Spider-Man No Way Home. Okay. Now that is a film designed to grab old fans. Right?
Yeah, of course.
If people didn't like Tom Holland's Spider-Man,
They've got other options.
people that love Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, people that love Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, people that hate Tom Holland's Spider-Man. It had everything. It had it all. But
Yep.
isn't it crazy how that was so hyped? So hyped. But only because of what was coming back and not because of what that film built.
Well, that's the whole premise of the film, though, isn't it?
Pretty much. But is it? No.
What was that thing you just said?
What do you mean?
Just that sentence before you just said that. What did you say? Hyped because things were coming back.
Yes.
Is that because the things were coming back, or is it because the things we've had was so mid that we can't look forward to the things that are in the future?
But so if we think about it in the sense that those films were mixed reviewed, not by critics, because they were quite loved by critics, but fans weren't especially happy with them.
Yeah.
Right? Case
Yeah.
in point.
Yeah, I can't stand them.
You can't stand them.
So I've got nothing to look forward to with that film.
So was nostalgia used for damage control?
100%.
100%.
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
So are you saying like the reason why a lot of those things were implemented into the film is because the first and second Tom Holland version of Spider-Man weren't up to the bar of the previous versions? Is that what you're saying?
Well, in my point of view, I prefer the Tom Holland trilogy
What the...
to the Amazing Spider-Man
Oh my god!
duology.
I respect you so much,
Yeah.
but now I don't.
Well, we've never agreed on this.
I didn't know you felt that strongly.
Yeah, I've never hidden that fact.
You
know,
think it's better?
yeah, I do. I do think it's better.
What about Tobey Maguire's? Don't think about that.
Now, right. So I immediately was gonna say, well, I grew up with them,
Yeah, but I grew up with them, but I don't think they're the best.
but I that was gonna be my answer immediately off the bat. I was gonna say to you, they're better because I grew up with them. But that doesn't make them better. It's because the nostalgia fuels my love for the films.
Yeah, but is it nostalgia or are they just good films?
They are good films. They
Then
are
is it
good films.
nostalgia?
No. But that was what I was going to say. Immediately. That was going to be my answer. But then I stopped myself because I had to think about it. Do you see? Do you see?
Yeah, I see.
See where I'm going? See where I'm going with it?
I think there's a few I think there's a few things you can talk about with No Way Home, because they as like a Spider-Man fan, as like a comic book Spider-Man fan that has like the whole origin as what it's supposed to be with Uncle Ben and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That trilogy of Spider-Man films for me don't cut it, because it's not what I'm used to. But also the things they add in, for me, just isn't good.
Okay.
So like having the third one coming out, especially after Far From Home, I was just there like, I've got nothing to look forward to for this film. So going back and saying, hey, we're bringing these characters back, isn't for me nostalgia. It's more like, finally, I know that they're bringing good things into it.
But
That's
because
it.
we've seen these characters before. So
Yeah, but
we
is that
know what
nostalgia?
they're expected.
Yeah.
Or is it just you expected it?
It is nostalgia, yeah.
Is it?
Of course it is. Yeah. It's because you so much enjoyed these previous characters. They could have cast they could have brought in 2 other Spider-Men, right? Spoilers. They could have brought in 2 other Spider-Men that purely freshly cast. Didn't have to be Toby, didn't have to be Andrew. They could have brought in Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Electro, Sandman, Lizard. Brand new actors,
Oh yeah, you just won't care.
right?
Yeah.
Exact same story. Brand new actors. But the pull for that film was that all of these previous actors were coming back. That's what sold it. That's why it's so high grossing as a film. It's because of these previously returning actors. That's why.
Would you say nostalgia is good for that or bad for that?
I think it's bad for that. It's bad for that because the whole... So this is my next point. Let's look at... I'll get it up. Don't help me. I just learnt this. Here we go.
Well done. That was amazing.
By Jove, I think he's got it.
By Jove.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. I think he's got it. Okay, so we're going to watch the scene where Andrew
I
Garfield
know where you're going with this.
first comes in.
Hi Gemini. The guy I'm dating makes much more than me, and he keeps buying me really
Jesus!
expensive gifts.
It's an advert. I don't pay for YouTube Premium.
Sponsored by Gemini. It says skip.
Okay. Right. Here you go. So we all know this, right? We know where it's going.
Oh God!
Yeah,
What a
great.
day!
How not great.
I remember when we shot in that alley.
Good times. Good times. Look at him. Ah! I screamed in the cinema for this. Oh God. Oh. Yeah. Woo. Fit.
Who the hell are you? I'm Peter Parker.
Okay, so what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that clip?
Not one thing. Literally, not one thing. It's one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we just watch that again?
Oh.
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh God.
Who the hell are you?
Ooh. Ooh.
What are we
Now-
supposed to be looking? What's going on? What is this?
Are you seriously not getting what's happening?
No,
here?
I do.
Jay gets
Do it
it.
one more time.
Okay. One more time.
Okay, pause it there.
Who the hell are you? I'm Peter.
Do you not?
You're not getting that.
That scene was made for a first-time audience member because they get that initial shock reaction. They have that time to realize, wait, that's Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
You proved our point when we first watched it.
Yeah, but
And
I do that.
He took his mask off, and you went, "Yeah!"
I do
Even
that
the second time.
every single time I watch this film. I do that because it's the most hype thing ever.
No,
and
right.
it gives me time to chill out.
Yeah, but
And it's like, thank you, film. I needed that. I
yeah,
needed that to chill out.
But there's such a long pause,
Yeah, to help me chill out.
but it's designed
To help me
For-
chill out.
It's designed, like I said, it's designed, as I said, for the first-time viewer in a theatre because yourself and everyone else, including myself when I watched this, screamed to the top of our lungs and in unison.
Yeah.
May I just
and
ask
freaked
one
the
question?
hell out for another 5 minutes going forwards.
Why is that a negative?
Because rewatching it, the tone just like you saw me. I was cringing. I love Andrew
It's-
Garfield. I love Spider-Man. I love the film entirely. But that scene makes me cringe because of how awkward, and
It's
lengthy
so
it feels
awkward.
watching it after the first time.
Would you change that feeling? Right? Just cut that scene. 3 seconds to make that feeling go away, to change what you experience in the cinema.
It's 6 seconds.
Would you change it?
I would.
You would change it.
Yeah.
Would you?
I wouldn't change it for a theatre audience. I would change it for putting on Netflix or Disney Plus or wherever.
Like you'd edit for
I would edit.
home release.
I would edit that pause as soon as Peter jumps in. I would cut straight to Ned and MJ.
Yeah, I mean, there's loads of things I'd change many things about this film. if I
But
could change
you're
it.
on about like would I change
Yeah.
the edit initially?
If you changed it, wouldn't you? Got to change it for all the releases.
I would cut it down by 2 seconds.
Yeah, but that's
2
an
to 3
editing choice.
seconds.
Would you change the feeling? That's the question.
No, because
Would you lose that feeling if you changed
No,
it?
because I just said when I watched it in the cinema, I was thrilled. Like
Yeah.
I kind of guessed even before the face reveal and everything. I could tell.
Oh,
That-
I
that-
didn't.
that's-
In the cinema, I didn't.
I was sat next to you for this.
Yeah, bro,
watching
I,
this the
did,
first
I
time.
literally didn't. I thought it was him. I never thought he was going to be in the film.
I clocked
almost
it as
passed out.
soon as the shot of him in the alley with that that side profile.
Tell the way
of
he
him,
stood.
he's
the way he leans.
Out of the three of them, he's the most slender out of.
He's the most animated
Yeah.
as a Spider-Man, right? He's the best Spider-Man.
Yes. Yeah.
Go on, carry on.
He's the worst Andrew. He's the
Yeah,
worst
there it
Peter
is.
Parker.
Yeah.
He is the worst Peter Parker.
Tom Maguire's the best Peter. Tom Holland's the best out of both of them.
No, Tom Holland's the best Peter Parker.
Tom Holland is the best Peter Parker. I think. I think that
Toby's
Tobey
a
Maguire
mix-
is
a
the
mixture.
worst Peter Parker.
He is the best Iron Man Jr.
Maybe I started off on a bad example.
I'll give you a good example. Right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
This is where I believe nostalgia is bad.
Just real quick before you move on.
Okay.
Okay, you were saying that feeling. Would you change that feeling?
Yeah.
What is that feeling?
Like you're on a roller coaster. Like there's excitement. Like nostalgia. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. No, you're right.
Sorry. Yeah, carry on.
So I think that there is a fundamental thing where nostalgia is bad in a certain franchise, and I genuinely believe this. Sonic the Hedgehog. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Didn't lose us.
So, 90s.
Yeah.
Mario was the thing. 2D side scrolling. Sonic came about. 2D side scrolling. A little bit faster. That was the technology, right? That's the only thing they could do with the technology. 2D side scrolling.
Yep.
Then he jumped into 3D. Sonic Unleashed. Straight through the city. Looks amazing. That's pretty much what you're looking for in a Sonic game, right? Like a car, like a racing game. You're trying to figure out where you're going. That's Sonic. The fact that they're still now making 2D Sonic games, for me, makes no sense. Because the whole point of Sonic is speed. Yeah? Unleashed, car games. Why are we doing 2D side scrolling?
But they still go quick. You still move
Do they?
quick.
Do they?
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah. You still go through those little speedy things, and you go up the loop de loops.
They're the exact same speed as Mario.
What's the latest?
Maybe a little bit faster.
What's the latest 2D Sonic game?
Sonic 2D, I don't know. To Sonic.
Okay.
Yeah, put Sonic 2D,
2D game.
trailer. Yeah, maybe just
Sonic
pick that up.
Superstars?
Superstars, that's the one.
Yeah.
I just don't see, like, what's the point of going 2D if you can't see what's in front of you? The whole point is going fast, but you can't think about what's in front of you.
Yeah, but isn't the? I mean, we'll see in a second. So this is the original. Oh, this is a new one.
That's a new one.
Okay. Oh, there it goes. Wait, no. Oh. He's moving pretty quick.
I genuinely believe
Yeah.
this is just nostalgia.
Okay.
If Sonic wasn't made in the 90s or 80s, and they started with, like, Unleashed, they wouldn't even think about doing a 2D Sonic game.
Okay.
See where I'm coming at?
I do see where you're coming from.
I just think they could only do this on the technology they had.
I
would play this.
what?
I would play this. This looks fun as hell.
Yeah, so this is like when you look at Mario, 2D Mario, side-scrolling Mario, and yeah, you're right. It's slower.
Yeah.
It's more about the precisions of, like hitting your jumps and hitting your blocks and all that stuff. Sonic is more designed to not stop, right?
Yeah, it's just go, 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 go.
Yeah, but you say that, but there's also these moments where you're like, you jump on a platform, you have to wait for it to go left, jump up, go right, left again, up. It's designed to stop as well.
You can't go like fast non-stop
Yeah.
all the time. You need to have those like.
But it's
little
all about
breaks.
going fast, right?
Who's that guy? Who was that?
That was an old character that was in the first game. Nostalgia. But that's where I'd say nostalgia's not good. Because they keep going back to a time that was a little bit simpler.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas they can be a bit more innovative and
That's the profitability of nostalgia. Nostalgia is reminding everyone of a simpler, better time at that point in their lives. Like if someone loves something and they see a new thing come out that's related to a media in their past or whatever in their past, they think back to those simpler, easy times. Because in reality, the older you get, the more depressing it gets in a way. So thinking back to your younger self, younger time, like what you were doing back then, you think you're not going to instantly think of like the hardships. You're going to think of like the enjoyable times.
Yeah, nostalgia is
It's
marketable.
It's comfort food for the mind.
Yeah. It takes you back to a time where you didn't have to worry,
No,
right? like that trailer there, that Sonic, what was it called?
Sonic
Superstars.
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 Superstar.
Superstars.
That trailer started with the original 2D Sonic game. So immediately you go, oh, I love that game.
Yeah.
What? When it turns into the new one.
What?
It's the exact same feeling that I got for when they brought out the Spyro and Crash Bandicoot remakes
Yeah.
of the games.
The HD like remasters and stuff like that. Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, Tomb Raider.
Tomb
Yeah,
Raider.
Tomb
Yeah.
Raider.
Metal Gear Solid 3
Final
is getting
Fantasy?
a Final Fantasy 7. They had remakes.
The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. Yeah,
Fire
that's
Tasmanian Tiger. Ugh.
yeah. I mean, there's we're at a place where you've got a lot of original material, such as like what Robert Eggers is doing with a lot of his films, like his horror films.
Yeah.
The Lighthouse, an original. The Witch, original. His latest film, Nosferatu, is a remake of the 20s silent film.
Yeah.
But that was a silent film. So him remaking it.
That's what I'm saying. But he's making it for a new audience.
Yeah,
That would have never seen it, so there's no nostalgia bait there.
exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not saying
exactly
that's
it.
a bad. That's not a bad.
No, I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that's
but I
right.
don't think that classes as nostalgia.
No.
People aren't going, oh fuck,
remember
Nosferatu.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Good time.
Yeah.
Back when my life was simpler.
Yeah,
I remember when
it's
that came out.
Yeah.
It's that fine line of playing homage to a
Yes.
original source material.
Because there are shots in Nosferatu that are basically taken
Yeah.
from the 20s film, like his shadow coming up the stairs, and he's got like the claw hand, like
Yeah.
it-
it's
I mean, it's
a
brilliant. Go watch it. It's
a
fantastic.
Nod, it's a nod. To
yes,
past
Well,
version.
an homage,
Yeah.
as you said. Yes, but then you look at, I don't know if either of you've seen this, Top Gun, Maverick,
Oh, what a film.
so good
Insanely good that film is.
to the point where it surpasses the original.
I've not even seen the original.
It's
It's so
It's
good.
better.
It's such a good
it is
film.
better. Like, have you seen both? Seen both?
I've seen clips of the Maverick, but I've watched
Oh,
the original Top
You
Gun.
have
Okay.
to watch Maverick. It's incredible.
So you've seen the original.
Yeah.
You've seen clips of Maverick.
Yeah.
You've seen Maverick.
Maverick's that big that
Haven't
I
seen
know
the
a lot of
Yeah.
clips
Okay.
from it.
So
so-
we've done the complete opposite.
Yeah. So my parents love Top Gun. So I grew up.
That would have been
watching
their
Top Gun.
era of like
Exactly.
in their, like,
That's their action
yeah.
movies.
That's
There's
their,
not
like,
even
their date night. Like that's
Yeah.
like once a week they would go.
exactly.
One
Yeah.
of them would be.
Yeah. Let's go watch Top Gun again.
Yeah.
Right. Top Gun Maverick. I saw that film in the cinema 8 times.
Did ya?
I went 8 times
Wow.
to go watch Maverick. And
Now I know you go to the cinema a lot, but
I go to the cinema a lot. I basically live at the cinema. I love it. Although I haven't. There's a lot of films I haven't seen recently.
Yeah,
I really need to catch up
yeah.
on. But there's other stuff going on. Blah, blah, blah. Every single time I went to go watch Maverick, I was on the edge of my seat. Like it's the first time I've seen it. It's so good. But that film starts. The opening credits
Yes.
of that film
Yeah.
is just the opening credits from the first film, down to Danger Zone playing, and the soundtrack coming back, and that's nostalgia bait,
yeah.
big time,
Yeah.
big time.
Because there's no reason to do that, is there?
No,
Other than
to remind you that this is
Yeah.
even the text that comes up on the screen at the start and tells you about the naval like fighter training school.
Yeah.
The pilots know it as, and it's like boom, Top Gun. That's exactly what happens in the first Top Gun. And every time I was like, fuck yeah.
Which didn't really make sense in the second one, because I read it as, they called them Top Gun Maverick,
Yeah.
which I was really confused by that.
Yeah,
But now
say
you just
Top Gun Maverick.
now I know why.
Yeah. Yeah. In the first one, you just went Top Gun.
Yeah.
You were like,
But I
oh, cool.
said
They,
Top Gun
they call
Maverick.
it Top Gun. But yeah, it goes Top Gun
Maverick. Yeah. And it's like, what?
It's a bit too on the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's calling it that?
They should have just said like Top Gun.
Yeah.
It's a very similar example to the 2016-2017 Power Rangers movie. Obviously, set in a different universe, different casts, like different costumes, similar sort of characters in a way, but plot-wise, different from the first movie that came out in the 90s.
Yep.
But it had as soon as the Power Rangers got their Zords and they were going to fight Goldar at Angel Grove, and Alpha says, "Go, go, Power Rangers." That initial sting from the first Power Rangers movie back in the 90s was played
Yes.
for that
Go,
exact
go,
reason.
Power Rangers. Yeah.
And I leapt out my chair for that.
Yeah.
Because
Nostalgia.
that was hyper yeah, it was
Yes.
nostalgia.
Yeah. But the rest of the film was doing something completely new.
Yeah.
It was a lot darker in tone. The characters were a lot more like moody, and you know what I mean. The stakes were higher.
Yeah, the tone was set for a modern day
Yeah,
teenager.
people were dying, right?
They died.
People died. I don't remember people dying in the original Power Rangers.
Zordon was clinging onto life. at that
Zordon
point.
was a
He was
clinger.
chilling in his
But
crystal
like,
pod.
but like, civilians were never in like
No.
danger, were they?
No.
And if they were, the Power Rangers would fix it, and the people would come back. They'd be like, "Ooh, what happened?"
Yeah.
Every time, right? They'd get oozed or something, like Ivan Ooze. But then
Well-
they get unoozed.
But my question is that Go-Go Power Rangers Sting bit in the movie, is that nostalgia or is that homage? Because it was only there for very, like, a second or two.
But is homage just nostalgia? Is it?
I guess it depends on.
That's
the
why I said it's a
person,
fine.
doesn't
That's
it?
why I said it's a fine
Fine
line.
line. It is a fine line. It is. Going to Pokemon, right?
Pokemon's nothing but nostalgia.
Nothing but nostalgia. Who's hyped for that new Team Rocket set? Huh? Who's hyped for that? Wow.
My bank account's not.
Yeah. I remember opening up those Team Rocket packs back when I was a wee kiddie.
A wee
Back in
Baron.
the day.
Yeah, back
Dark
in day.
Tyrannosaur, was that right? Dark Tyrannosaur, I remember having one of them.
That was Team Rocket Returns.
Team Rocket
The
Returns.
second Team Rocket
Yeah.
set.
Remember having that.
Yeah.
Dark Gyarados.
Yep.
The
So-
dark
so-
Pokemon, man, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Hype.
Yeah, we loved those when
And
we were
they're
kids.
coming back.
Coming back.
Yay.
Nostalgia. Right?
Yeah.
But that's going to be huge.
It's so like we're having a serious, massive like boom at the moment. Like, you know, you're comparing it to COVID times. Some people say it's worse. Some people it's not as bad. I think it'll pass. Stock's a bit low, but whatever. But when Team Rocket comes along, that will be more hyped than 151, I think, because of those dark Pokemon. And then I think in Team Rocket Returns, you had light Pokemon in there as well.
Yeah.
Which was like a new thing. And with the ability to create some really good looking art that Pokemon have been doing as of late, the last couple of years, or even like in the last 10 years or whatever. Some big things. And apparently it's meant to be a main set, so a lot more availability to open stuff. Which the boxes,
Yeah.
there's more products available.
Yep.
It's going to be a big set.
Huge.
Like, I always said, like, Prismatic Evolutions is going to be hyped initially, and then it's going to die a death. And from what I've seen, the trajectory is starting to take a nice big dive.
Yep.
Team Rocket, I do not see that. I see that being up there as a or S tier sort of set for this generation.
Yeah.
But that is heavily reliant, like when 151 came out, on nostalgia.
151 brought you back briefly.
Celebrations brought me back.
Yes.
Celebrations was mad.
Yeah. Celebrating 25 years of Pokemon.
Celebrations was mad.
Which
Yeah.
is interesting because the new Rocket set, that is going to be released 25 years after the first Team Rocket set.
Wow.
Is it 30 years next year?
30 years next year, yeah.
Oof.
So the first Team Rocket set came out 3 or 4 years after base set.
God, remember when we started this channel? What a simpler time.
What a good time. Yeah.
Got nothing but good memories to look back on. So, I mean,
And now we're just getting older and complaining more and more.
yep. Yeah. You raised quite an interesting point about COVID.
Hmm.
And I think if you look at what's been released since COVID, there is actually quite a lot of nostalgia-based products and
The
media.
thing is, like, we couldn't go out. We had to stay inside. The whole world was shut down essentially, so we had to just become more comfortable.
I think, and I don't know if I really processed how crazy that was. Right?
I still haven't properly processed it. I don't think I ever will, because like now, just things are back to normality.
Yeah.
Things just constantly moving. It's only at like when we were in COVID, when we were in like when the whole world shut down, that we had that time to think of like, wow, this is a tough time for everyone.
Yeah.
But now things are back to normality. We don't really have that flexibility to think that way anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I worked through the lockdown. I don't know about you. Were you two working still through it?
I was freelancing.
Yeah, we but at that point I was still full time freelancing, but work was tough for me. Thank God I got that government grant.
Yeah, I never got a
Because
grant.
You
man.
never. That kind of like saved me financially, because if that wasn't available, I would have had to maybe move in with my dad or something.
Yeah.
Move halfway across the country. Yeah, it was a tough time.
It was crazy actually, like, and how quickly we kind of just left it. So everything kind of reopened, and it was like, okay, cool.
Because we were so eager for stuff to get back to normal. I mean, take the before the ban got lifted. That's the summer that year before the ban lifted. Like everyone were trying to like already gather in parties and stuff. I remember I lived in Leicester City Centre at that point, and there was a park up like in, near my flat, and there was a huge gathering of like teenagers and stuff. The police got called. There was like almost a massive like riot, like 5,000 people, so many. Like I could see from my window, like just how crazy it got, because people just wanted to just get out.
Yeah. And during that time, we had Logan Paul obviously bring Pokemon cards back in a big way. And he, I guess, re-established the Pokemon TCG to a lot of casual fans that then started collecting and looking at Pokemon as an investment.
Yeah.
And that was all based on nostalgia.
He, like, no matter what you think of Logan, he rejuvenated the Pokemon.
Yeah, and I mean,
Pokemon.
I'm not a fan at all of the Pauls, both of them, you know. But for what, that's only a positive in that aspect, in that regard. To
In that way, yes, but at the same time, and obviously his Pokemon guy, the guru, Pokemon Guru, Crypto King, whatever his name is, he blown up a lot of those cards, like you were saying, like a first edition Bulbasaur's like what, $40,000, $50,000.
yeah,
No, wasn't that much. He was inflating the market, which made everyone else think, oh, my cards that I've got in my shoebox over the past 20 years,
yeah,
I'm rich now.
yeah. I need to dig those out and put them on
So
eBay.
it inflated the market to what it is to this day, where it's overinflated. Some cards you will probably never see, even though a set that the card of that set only came out a month ago. You're never going to be able to buy that in your lifetime.
No.
And it's just going to get more expensive as time goes on.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know what's really weird? Without Logan Paul, there'd be no Route 1.
Yeah,
It's a weird thought, isn't it?
because
Because I got hyped because of him.
you got hyped. I started playing the Let's Go Pikachu back then because like we were sharing an office space at that time because you were playing it, and I thought, damn, that looked really good. I started playing it, and then obviously we watched the Logan.
Well,
stuff.
I've always played the Pokemon games. I've never stopped playing Pokemon
Yeah.
games, but I've not collected cards for years.
But then
And
we
he made that
done the
video.
whole booster box thing, and because we pulled that Charizard in the 4th pack, we got a massive craving to start making something of it. And then look at me now, like. Thanks, Joey.
Well, thanks, Logan.
Yeah, thanks, Logan.
If you're watching.
But
Thanks,
if anything,
thanks, man.
like I was looking for something to do in my spare time anyway, because I was doing D&D stuff, but because of COVID, we couldn't meet up in
Yeah.
person, and I was filming that at that point, and that was a nice little side thing for me because it kept me occupied during my downtime. So I needed something to fill that void, and then Pokemon came into it, and I thought, that's cool.
Yeah. I think Dungeons and Dragons is actually quite an interesting flip on the whole nostalgia thing, because to me, Dungeons and Dragons is a franchise that actually has never really looked back.
No, there's always updates and changes
Yeah.
coming.
It's always moved and progressed.
Yeah,
onwards.
there's always a new version of the game that comes out every 10 years?
Yeah,
more or
sometimes less. Yeah.
With like different classes, races,
Mm-hmm.
items, traits.
Yeah. It's just
Whatever.
streamlining mechanics and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah,
but it's-
exactly.
But I can't see them ever going, oh, remember first edition? Here's the books again. Do you know what I mean? Here's the first edition
No.
books for you to buy. They just wouldn't. I just can't see them doing that.
No, like they might bring out a version 1 remake, like a nostalgia sort of thing.
Yeah, but would they?
I don't know if I think for the original, for the older fans, yes, something a bit niche for them, but that won't work to a Monday because I've heard stories of how extremely difficult those first couple of
Oh, it's
editions.
terrible. Yeah, it was terrible.
Mechanics are broken, like you could die very easily. There's not really a good guide or idea on how to operate things.
Yeah. Well, D&D, like Pokemon, celebrate their 25th anniversary, right? And how they did that was they released Celebrations,
Yeah.
which was a wave of classic cards in these packs, and the best of the Pokemon, the most popular Pokemon, all that stuff.
Yeah, showcasing some of the best throughout the past 25
Yeah.
years.
Dungeons and Dragons last year celebrated their 50th
Yeah.
anniversary.
You wouldn't think it's been going on for that long,
Jeez,
would
no.
you?
50 years, and how they celebrated was they released the latest edition of the
I
game.
see, yeah.
So they actually moved forward.
Which is the official 6th edition, but they're calling it D&D 1.
5.5e is
Yeah.
what they're calling it. Which is they're like it's not 6th edition, it's just a little bit of a bump up.
Yeah, it's a DLC version.
But I don't think
Anyway.
they didn't bring out any like classic products or anything. They just brought out new stuff.
Yeah, it's all brand new.
Which is a completely different way of celebrating. So you can look forward or you can look back, and there's pros and cons either way.
There are many pros and cons. Take Pokemon example, which gen we were talking about last time, where for the base game they didn't have any of the older Pokemon in. Is it Gen 5? They just had
Gen 5.
completely new original
Black and
Pokemon,
white.
black and white.
Yep.
That was potentially completely flipping Pokemon upside down and thinking, no, we're not having any of the old stuff. This is all brand new. Some mechanics will stay the same, but new Pokemon. That's all you get.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, guys were there at that point.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel? Did you hate that because it was something like that? You're not going to see stuff in the new game.
Yeah.
Or was it like, oh, okay, that's a bit of a refresher.
Well, we talked about this last time.
We have the
We're on the
opposite.
opposite sides.
Yeah.
I liked it because it forced me to play with all the new Pokemon.
Yeah.
You were not a fan.
But it's not because they didn't. It's not because I wanted the old Pokemon. It's because
It's
I
'cause
just
the
didn't
new
like the
Pokemon
new
He,
Pokemon.
he didn't like the
Yeah.
new ones. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I didn't miss any of the others.
Well,
At
did
all.
you know that Gen 2 originally on release was only going to have Johto Pokemon?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which is fine because Johto Pokemon are amazing.
Yeah,
But
because
they
it was
wouldn't
a connected region.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you go between Johto and they just wanted Johto Pokemon on this side, Kanto Pokemon on this
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
How big's the Pokedex for Gen 2 compared to Gen 1?
Not big enough.
No, it's not
So
big
that's
enough.
why they
That's
filled it
why.
out. Yeah.
There is another franchise that's doing it really weirdly at the minute, and I think this is it's a weird one because you know Fortnite.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
it's doing like season 6 now.
But so it got the OG.
Everyone is saying Fortnite OG is one of the greatest things ever, right?
That's a heavy nostalgia bait mode.
Yeah, nostalgia bait mode, right?
Yeah.
Even
So-
I saw it. I've not played Fortnite since like 2018 or whatever. I was very deep in it. Like every
So
season,
you played OG.
I played OG. Actually, well, 2 years into the beta of OG.
Yeah.
So like after the first couple of towns got demolished and changed or whatever, that's when I got on it. But that was before COVID. That was like 2017. I got into Fortnite. But halfway through COVID, that's when I stopped playing it. I got bored. But then I saw the trailer for OG, and I saw people playing OG, and I thought I could
Yeah, it got me.
reinstall that on my PlayStation, and because it reminds me of
A simpler time.
simpler times.
Yeah, but then, so my thing is, I also played it back in the day, right? I also got bored. I didn't play it until they started multiversing with Thanos and all that. That's when I came back in. Really enjoy it. Whatever, it's just fun. Played OG. Played one game and I was like, "This is the dullest thing I've
I
ever
remember you saying
played
to me that
in
you
my
were
life."
so bored playing OG, and I kept asking like, "Come on, let's just one game.
Oh, nice.
That's
Boring,
all.
mate.
That's all it takes. Just one game."
One game.
It's just so boring. It's there's nothing. It's just a normal shooter.
Yeah. Because the mechanics move on, like
Exactly,
the freedom
yeah.
of movement and all that stuff.
More fun characters, more fun weapons, and secret passages and all that. It just didn't have any of that. It's like, why do people like OG?
Simpler time, man.
Nostalgia, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's it.
Nostalgia brings
There's
people
no
back.
other reason.
Yeah,
It
and
can't
people
be.
know it's
Yeah.
inherently a worse version.
Well, that's the thing, right? The first day I went on it to see, because you get a player count, 1 million. A week later, there was like 200,000.
Really dropped that.
Dropped
that
over. I was like, yeah, of course. And everyone was back on fucking the new season. Of course, Godzilla's in it. You know what I
People,
mean?
yeah, people only want like a taste.
Yeah.
A taste of nostalgia.
That's why I think nostalgia is a weird thing.
It's like with.
I think you
a
get
lot of
nostalgia
stuff,
glasses, don't you?
It's nostalgia's good when it's in moderation. Having too much of anything is a bad thing, especially nostalgia. Take for example, going back to the whole Spider-Man stuff. Like we love a cameo here and there in Marvel films, but when it's bringing characters that were around 10, 15, 20 years ago for a plot convenience, if the plot's not smart enough, is it really worth it just for a bit of nostalgia bait?
Yeah, where you think that they dumbed down two extremely intelligent characters for the sake of that plot to happen. Peter Parker is one of the most intelligent characters in the Marvel Universe. Doctor Strange is one of the most intelligent characters in the Marvel Universe.
I thought you
But
were
not
about the
one of
villains.
them thought to fill out a questionnaire about this spell before they started casting the spell.
Yeah, it's like you're making a meal and you're not too sure on what the ingredients and everything is.
Yeah.
You're not too sure like how much.
You go,
oil or
oh
whatever.
crap! Actually, I need to add that.
So,
Oh
by the
crap!
way,
No, I need to do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like,
You're trying to fit. You're trying to fix a mistake that's unfixable.
yeah, and it's a spell that, for some reason, affects the entire multiverse, even though he's only erasing the memory of this world. Why does it? Why? For plot convenience,
Yeah.
to bring these characters back. That's it. That's why.
Do you think there's been a film or a scene that has just been to get people in seats? And I know that's a broad question because I know Spider-Man is also that. But also, like, it was a film that centered around it, right? So it needed it. Deadpool 2, Deadpool 3, it's centered around Hugh Jackman coming back. It's not just get him in. Do you think there's a cameo or a scene somewhere that's
In
just
any
like,
media and like TV show.
yeah, because that would be interesting because that is just nostalgia break. I'm thinking of one right now, and it's the first thing that popped in my head. Miss Marvel, the Marvels. You know when Beast came in the after credit scenes.
Yeah.
What was that about?
Yeah. Why?
Where's that come back? Where's that come from?
Yeah. Just for the that's interesting actually
You know, like-
that you said that because
I never watched the Marvels, so
Do
but
you
I know
remember-
I know the scene. But
do you remember the trailer?
Yes,
for
it had a
the-
big X in it, didn't it?
So
I do remember. It was like the last trailer.
It was the last trailer, final trailer. So, I mean, look at this already. Like,
Yeah, what have these got to do with it?
nothing.
they're just playing much popular movies.
This is such nostalgia bait.
What is the reason
It's
for
actually
that?
unbelievable
What
nostalgia
is the
bait.
reason for that? The film has nothing to do with this at all.
Okay, so now we're into the Marvels, actual Marvels. So at the end of this trailer, and I couldn't believe it.
It was just a big X, right? I think.
No, it's worse. It's so much worse. Yeah, copyright so bad. We're gonna just cut all this.
Yeah, this is all going to be cut.
Yeah. Please let it be this trailer. Be there.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah.
Be there for a moment. That changes everything. We're in Wakanda.
No. I mean, it just don't matter.
There was
So,
no that you did. You it went so fast you missed it.
there was an X.
No, go back. You saw Beast.
Oh yeah, you see him. You
But
see
she, like they're in like yeah.
You see the lab, right?
Yeah.
With
But
it,
like,
so,
Well, I didn't see the lab.
yeah, because you haven't seen it, so you don't know what you're looking for, right?
yeah, but I think
I mean, I
people,
know the end credit scene.
I remember people
Yeah.
picked
It literally,
up
as
on
soon as the
this.
film came out, the end credit scene got
Yeah.
released.
There,
on
because
YouTube.
that was the
Yeah.
original like X-Men suit or something, or like
Yeah,
something
it
in the
was-
comics.
Yeah. Like that whole stuff. I mean, I didn't even click on this to talk about the start of that trailer.
Yeah.
But that was
That's where it's gone too far. And look, that's the most watched. The intro.
the
and the end,
And
the
the
end
end.
as well.
12 seconds of that trailer was just nostalgia. No, even more.
No way. 20, 24,
There. 20
So, so
22
let,
seconds.
let's just encapsulate it. Almost 30 seconds in,
Yeah,
yeah,
which is
quarter.
where you get the most viewership.
exactly. Yeah. Is all just the nostalgia of
Wow.
the MCU
Wow.
that has actually nothing to do with the plot of this film.
But also the Texas lion. Like, what moment changes everything?
The end credits.
But it doesn't change everything.
Of course it doesn't. But I got bums in seats, didn't it?
It did because I was also excited about that.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
so
it's
so
gonna
ha-
change.
I'm so happy I did not spend a penny. And then literally I woke up the next day and like looked on YouTube. It was the trend on
Yeah.
the trending page.
So here, look at the most viewed over this way. Most viewed moment is here where they start. Most replayed
Building up to
is all of the. They're here.
here.
Everything from this, they're here. What's all this? Oh, what's that? Who's that? Who's that? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, oh, come on.
Awful.
Come on.
That's the first thing I thought of when I was there. But also the Flash. You know the moment where all of the past Superman came in.
God.
Actually disgusting.
Yeah,
That
that
they
that
used-
had nothing to do with
No, nothing. Anything.
that had nothing to do with the
Hey,
film.
to be fair, we did get Nick Cage Superman. I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah, we got Nick Cage Superman. Woo! That's nostalgia for a film that
But-
didn't even happen.
Exactly. That is not nostalgia.
Well,
That's
I don't know. I think it is because,
It's the most nichest
but
nostalgia ever.
how
Yeah.
can you have nostalgia for something that didn't happen?
but there were pictures of Nick Cage in the Superman
There's
outfit,
there's a whole like fan group,
like
Yeah.
test
Like,
footage of it and everything.
like Tim Burton
Yeah.
fan group of it.
I
yeah.
thought that was
But that's
so
appealing
awful.
to such a niche.
Yeah,
Like 98% of the audience will not get like, wait, why is Nick Cage?
what a terrible
Superman.
film that
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
So bad.
But there's the stuff like that. I think is awful.
Yeah.
Like they are literally like, hey, remember this? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make-
Wow.
this
Here's our big moment.
We're
of the
gonna
film
lie
that's
to
got
you
nothing to
just
do with
to
the rest of the film.
exactly. That's awful.
It is. And to use Christopher Reeve in
Yeah,
that way
without permission as well,
without
right?
permission, yeah.
Is that right? Am I
Yeah.
saying that
Really?
right? Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
I'm very sure like their family had like a huge thing
Yeah.
about
Wow.
it. Awful, really, isn't it?
Really bad. This terrible CGI Christopher Reeve.
Here's
Yeah.
here's a question: does nostalgia take away from pure creativity?
So, have either of you seen yet? We have because we went to go see it. Alien Romulus. You've seen
No, I
Alien
didn't see
Romulus?
that, no.
That film, I think, is built on the nostalgia of the first Alien,
100%.
right?
100%.
I watched an interview saying that they literally tried to follow it beat by beat.
It does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. Like it kind of follows it, but in the same sense, it then subverts expectations. I guess.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's
I
a
hate that
mixture
saying so
of
much.
1 and 2, I believe. It
Yeah.
has the look and style of the first,
Yeah, and then
but it's got the pacing of the
second.
second.
Yeah, because think about the scenes like where they have to raise their body temperatures to match the room
And they have to walk through the room,
with the face huggers.
face huggers.
Oh, what a scene! Oh, it's
I
so
was
good.
that wasn't your
Edge
first
of
time
scene.
watching it with
No.
me, but that was my first time watching it
Yeah.
with you. I was like,
literally, you're there like holding. Oh god!
that was a great scene.
So brilliant, right? And
And
then
it's something that they haven't done before in that series.
no, never. Yeah, they've never had characters be that close to face huggers without
No.
them being like,
If anything, like
Leaping
the
and-
film focused on face huggers. The aliens were like the B,
yeah,
for like most of the part.
yeah, face huggers were in it loads.
They,
weren't
they finally got their
They got their movie.
they got their
Yeah.
movie. They got their flowers.
But that picks up beats from Prometheus
Yes.
with the goo,
The goo.
The goo.
The goo.
and
Magical
Prometheus
alien
isn't
goo.
really a liked film in the franchise, really.
No, but remember when it came out? Like, wasn't Prometheus meant to be like, this is not Alien? This is not.
No,
related?
they market it as like this is the prequel to Alien. This is
There
going
was one Alien film that they were like, no, this is not. This is completely like a side project. So it is potentially in the same universe.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm pretty sure it was Prometheus, but
I thought it was Prometheus. to be fair.
maybe it changed soon after it came out.
Mm,
That's what I heard.
yeah.
though.
Oh, I know that Ridley Scott in interviews was like, "This explains the alien, where it came from, and all this stuff," and it didn't.
Did it not?
No, you not seen any of them. You ever watched
No,
Alien?
no, never.
Wow.
I have them all on Blu-ray though.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, standard.
That surprises me because I feel like you would take a lot from the Alien franchise.
Really. I've heard Alien 2's the best
I
one.
think it depends on.
It depends on who you ask.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think like with you with like whether you watch something or not, I think it depends on the director mainly. If they got the same sort of style and comedy that you're sort of into, you're straight on it.
yeah.
Or if it's something that, again, going back to nostalgia, something that you grew up on.
Well, that's
like
not, so
Sonic.
what was your question? What was your question?
Mine or his?
Jay's one. You just asked one.
So that I'm just saying, like, that's why you probably haven't watched the Alien films, because maybe they're not necessarily like. It's not James Cameron, Ridley Scott. Maybe Ridley Scott's not really your
Not your bag.
thing. Not your
Didn't,
bag.
didn't he direct Aladdin?
Ridley Scott. What?
Oh,
No.
it's Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie.
No, you said Oh, does it stop creativity?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't think so. I think it inspires creativity.
Does what stop creativity? Nostalgia.
Just nostalgia. Stop.
I think it inspires it.
No, because you can still be creative. Like stop, like true creativity, of, like coming up with
Yeah.
purely like original,
Yeah.
fresh, funky, new, fresh ideas.
Yes. I don't think nostalgia stunts creativity. I think that nostalgia goes hand in hand with. I actually think nostalgia is just purely marketing.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, that's it.
I think the thing is though, I don't think Sonic 3 would have been anything if it didn't have nostalgia in it.
That's kind of like that's what it relies on the most. I think.
For me, I think. But for you, because you didn't like it, right?
But that's because I didn't really grow up with Sonic, so I don't have that innate like
love
little
of what you're
cameo here
watching.
and there that
Yeah.
pops across the screen. I'm like, oh, it's not like Spider-Man to me, you know.
Exactly. So for me, Sonic Adventure Battle 2 was one of the first games I ever played. Ever. So there's probably 7 moments in Sonic 3
Yeah.
which is solely based on that game. Little sound effects, the music, moments. And I jumped out of my seat for it because of nostalgia.
Yeah, I would love to have like a true super fan, like react it like you. If like you recorded your reaction and I recorded my reaction, we had like a side by side on on like
Because
the
yours
big
would be going
moments throughout the film.
crazy.
Yeah,
Jade
yeah,
would be.
Or it'd be because I fell asleep for the first Sonic film for a little bit.
Well, so the Sonic films, I haven't seen the third one, so I don't know. But I take it as they're marketed for kids because they're rated U,
No.
PG.
I think the third one's PG.
Yeah, but
Third
none
one's
of them are
definitely-
12, are they?
The third one is definitely PG at least.
Yeah. So they're marketed for kids that I believe have never played Sonic Adventure
Yeah, the first Sonic film,
Battle 2.
Sonic Adventure 2, but the DLC was Battle. The DLC was Battle.
I apologise.
So I call it Sonic Adventure Battle 2.
So I was right.
No, technically you're wrong, because that's not the game title.
But that's what you've been calling it this whole time.
Because I'm wrong. That's what I call it personally. Sonic, the first Sonic film. I don't think you need to be a fan of Sonic to watch it at all. At all.
But for some kids, that's their first introduction to Sonic. They just see a big
Yeah.
blue
Yeah.
character and think,
So they're,
ooh.
But also, like as a fan, I can watch that. There's nothing in there that screams Sonic to me other than Sonic.
The first film.
Yeah, Eggman's not Eggman. Sonic's barely Sonic.
yeah, but
it's a road
that's
trip.
that's the whole thing that I think the films are going for is that they're becoming these characters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
it's-
Yeah.
Like,
So,
because
like-
Eggman's becoming more Eggman-y.
To be on the
Isn't
theme of speed, you got to walk before you can run. You need to set up these characters. You need to set up this world.
Mm.
Damn.
Wow. Because they could have just started batshit
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey could have been in this huge fat suit with this huge mustache, bold as shit, right?
Had all the characters in it.
All the
Take
characters. in it.
the Tom Holland Spider-Man stuff.
Yes.
They could have had the whole Ben Parker death again, but they didn't because people have seen that one too many times. So they just cut out completely. A lot of the stuff they got changed up or whatever.
Because everyone knows.
Everyone knows. The same with Batman. Everyone knows what happened to his parents getting killed in Crime
Have
Alley.
they changed it?
No, it's
Oh,
just
they haven't
it's,
changed
it's
it.
just they don't.
Oh, I
it's,
see.
It's just they don't show it
Oh,
because
I actually-
they know.
crazy that.
I actually think that you're gonna hate this. I think they did a really good thing with Tom Holland's Spider-Man because Because what they did is they
Took 3 films to make him Spider-Man.
right, they did, but they gave the kid everything. Right? All the tools that he should have 20 years down the line. Tony Stark went, "Here you go."
Yeah.
And he had zero responsibility for it at all. And because of that, because of all this stuff that he had, and in No Way Home, he's like slowly losing it all. Like he loses his connection to the Iron Spider suit, right? We see it on the bridge.
No, he gains it.
No. He's losing his. He doesn't have the Stark Industries stuff in the Iron Spider suit, does he? Because he's scanning the cars for the woman. Yeah.
What are you? If you're watching a different film, that doesn't happen.
No.
That doesn't happen.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
he
it
gains
does.
control from the Ox things.
I'm not talking
with
about
the
that.
whole thing.
I'm not talking about that.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about when he first lands on the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the suit.
With the suit.
Yeah.
And he starts looking at the cars.
Yeah.
Because originally, what his suit, Karen, would have done is she would have scanned the cars and found the woman.
But they did do that.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't. He had to jump
Got that scene
down.
on right now.
He had to jump down to traffic and he looked in the cars. He looked in the cars. He was going through the cars looking for her. Then he found her, saw her sat in the car, took off the suit, went up to the window, knocked on the window.
No, you're doing that completely wrong. He landed and then took off his suit.
What did I just say?
No, you said he landed, scanned, couldn't find her, then took off the suit, and then manually found her.
No, he lands on the top, doesn't he? Where the signs are. He lands on there to look down on the bridge.
No. Pull that
Okay,
scene up right now. Pull the scene up. You're wrong.
I'm gonna be a fencer and say let's just watch the scene.
That never happened.
And
There is nothing wrong with his suit in that scene. There is
See,
nothing
you
wrong
got
with his
angry.
suit.
Bridge scene.
You got angry. You spelt bridge wrong.
Shut up.
Bridge.
There is no plot in this film that has him.
Here we go. Look, he's flying in.
Yep.
Flies in.
Right.
Lands.
Suit straight off.
Here we go.
Watch. Yeah.
Lands. Look, scanning. Look. Here's the lady you're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Starts looking around. Oh, helicopters.
Yeah.
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 What
Funny,
else?
funny Tom Holland moments. Yeah. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah. Carry on.
That is quite funny.
Right. And then look at this.
Drops down.
Suit straight off.
Starts looking through the cars. Starts looking for her. Starts walking through the cars.
Karen's
looking for
still
her.
in the suit at this point.
No, that was a text from Flash.
What are you on about?
There at the start, that was a text from
Yeah.
Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't have any of this because Stark Industries, he's been cut off.
No. He hasn't.
Yeah, he has.
Not now. He hasn't.
Yeah, he has.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, he has. When does he get cut off then?
At the end of this,
What are you talking about?
when he doesn't have the suit,
No.
he has the technology the whole time. He literally, in 2 minutes' time, goes back into Karen and like, wait, can you get his shit ready? And they connect with his suit.
No. He doesn't talk to the suit. He does it himself on the arm.
Which is still Stark Industries.
Does
It's
No,
still AI
that's
powered.
just the.
What do we? So he just like, hey, this technology. Can you just please do this with it?
That's just the nanotechnology. That's not Stark Industries helping him out.
That is 100%. That's the Stark Industries suit.
No.
Tony Stark made it.
No.
It's got all his AI
Jay,
in
help me
it.
out.
didn't he lost Stark Tech because of Mysterio, right?
Yeah.
So he had to destroy the tech. He couldn't get it back, so he had to destroy it. So didn't that like lose his link to the technology?
There was not one point in Far From Home when he cut himself from this. He literally, at the final battle, made a suit in the helicopter. There's not a point after that where he stopped.
Yeah. No. He's talking about when he gets the glasses back.
Yeah, when he has to do the protocol on like
Yeah.
destroying all the
No, he
drones.
just says, can you stop, please?
Can you stop, please?
Can you stop, please?
No, he
you
says
stop,
like kill them all. That's
Kill 'em
why
all.
that's why in the post credit scene Mysterio has like done that little edit.
Yeah. To make
like,
it seem
yeah,
like,
to frame
he's-
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop him with Tony. He's still got powers to that. The reason, if you really want to know the reason, Doctor Strange stopped him being Peter Parker, so he can't get his ID into the Stark suit. That's why he doesn't have Tony Stark anymore. That's why he can't go into it. That's why he's got
But
his
like-
own Spider-Man
But,
suit.
but he doesn't wear the Iron Spider suit past this scene.
Huh? Yeah, he does. It's integrated into his other suit, right?
Yeah, it's
Because it's
integrated.
broken.
Yeah. But that's just like integrated onto the,
He's still got the
the
technology.
silk suit.
Yeah, he's still got the technology.
When he
though.
destroyed Mysterio's,
He does.
when he destroyed
I promise you, he does.
when he destroyed Mysterio's drones, he destroyed the Stark tech relating to him because he realized like if the technology goes into the wrong hands, it's like it's not worth the advantage for me having it in case that happens
He
again.
still
feel like-
has
I
the
feel like we're
technology.
getting- I feel
He
like we're
still
getting-
has the technology, guys.
No. I feel like we're getting a little bit off track.
Okay, I think so as well. Yeah.
I like this. You've been the most hyped.
I just.
It took you
Yeah.
full podcast, but you're like jumping up around. You're hyped.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't. That's the last time we're saying it. But
He doesn't. I don't know about that.
he definitely doesn't.
He doesn't. But anyway,
He does not.
there's literally a moment in a minute where he gets the suit off Dr. Octavius.
But that's just we're getting sidetracked. Like this isn't a review of No Way Home, okay?
I feel like it has.
It has. It's come up a lot. But bottom line, after everything we've talked about, everything we've discussed, nostalgia. Is it good or is it bad for the future of franchises?
I think it's good.
It's good because you can't have a franchise without nostalgia.
I think it's good because
You could have a series, but not a franchise.
I think it's good because how we feel.
Because how you meant to market a franchise without nostalgia.
Okay. Is too much nostalgia, like I believe No Way Home, tips into the too much nostalgia camp? Does that make it bad?
I don't think No Way Home tips in it.
Well, I think a lot of people have turned on No Way Home.
They always do. It's Spider-Man.
Well, yeah, but I think when this came out, everyone was like, "This is the best Spider-Man film ever."
Yeah, say that about every Spider-Man film, though, don't they? That's the only thing.
Nope, you
I
don't.
think. Yeah, true. I think. Do you think that about Deadpool 3?
What?
There were some parts for me with Deadpool 3. I thought
I think Deadpool 3 is out of the 3 is the worst one.
For nostalgia.
Um,
Because I think if it's if it's in the plot and if it makes sense, to me it's fine.
I think the Deadpool 3, like No Way Home, has its scene of these characters coming in and they all have their moment of pause for audience cheers. Right? Like
Yeah, but it's covered up better because of the music.
Yeah, because they learned their lesson.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't watch it, but when Tobey Maguire first steps through the portal,
that was much better because like they didn't feel like there was an awkwardness.
That was also the music,
but it's
right?
the exact,
The
it's the
music as
exact
well. The music as
same.
well, yeah. Because there was still music with Toby. There was
Yeah.
still like a very fine
Andrew
like,
is
orchestral.
nothing.
Yeah, his is just silent.
because
Silent.
because Andrew's the first one. You needed that shock factor. Like
Yeah.
as an editor, if you want more of an impact,
Yeah.
rather
They-
than going for a big like Hans Zimmer, "Bwah," like silence speaks
As he
louder.
jumps through.
Bwah. But you can imagine that, you know, you
Yeah.
can imagine that. But having it silent makes it speak loudly.
Yeah.
So I think my conclusion is, I don't even think Spider-Man No Way Home or Deadpool 3 rides a fine line. I think they're fine the way they are. If they continued to do it every other year, Deadpool 4 comes out or here's Wesley Snipes again, it's like, all right, come on now. If they did another one of these and they come back, unless it's Spider-Verse, which makes sense, or if they're cameos, I think it's going way too far. What Sonic does every other year is that it re-releases Sonic 1, the 2D game, which I think is just silly. That's a nostalgia bait thing. I don't
You're going
understand
to die
that.
on this hill, aren't you?
I am, yeah. And the Beast cameo in Marvels, I think that's just ridiculous.
Yeah. It didn't even look
That's
good.
going over the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It didn't even look good.
No, it doesn't make sense.
CGI was
It
bad.
just doesn't make sense. It's just like why?
Kelsey Grammer's not going to stick
Why?
around.
Why is she? Yeah, exactly. But also, why did she went in a portal then ended up in another universe? Why?
Yeah, for
Well,
the
what-
sake of the post-credit scene. That's
Yeah.
literally the only reason.
Exactly. What's the
The
reason?
reasons.
Exactly, but
The
that's
reason is the reason.
that's past. That's where nostalgia's bad for me. I just don't. I don't like that.
I think for me, like nostalgia is good if it's key to the plot, but having too much nostalgia is oversaturation and can just put you off. Like after Endgame, because the plot came to a conclusion and it felt like a good stopping point, but they kept going. And like every series coming out afterwards, like every episode, they always had like a, oh, do you remember this character, or do you remember what happened here? It's like, yeah, but like, does that drive the plot forwards? Like, is that necessary to get to the next end game?
Yeah.
Doomsday is gonna ride the line.
Yeah,
isn't
so
it?
out of the hundreds of potential actors that we could have had for Doctor Doom,
Ugh.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
is coming back.
Yeah.
And we
And
all,
that
we
is
all-
purely out of
Cash grab.
nostalgia
cash grab.
for the MCU.
That's a fine line for me.
That's
100%.
way over the line.
Yeah, I'd say that's a way over the line actually.
Way over the line.
Yeah.
And then all Doomsday and Secret Wars, like what? So Secret Wars in the comics, the
We're
first time they did
gonna
it.
have Chris Evans come back as Nazi.
So
Cap.
everyone's excited for Secret Wars, not because of what that's going to do for the future of the franchise.
No, because of how many people.
because of
I
RDJ.
mean, oh, well, yeah, wow, we're going to have all the original Fantastic Four actors. Like Michael Chiklis is going to fucking come back, and he's going to be
Yeah.
in the Practical Things suit, and he's going to talk to CGI bloody
Raccoon.
cousin from
Yeah.
from the bear. Like, it's do you know what I mean? It just, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you're just doing Secret Wars.
That's-
You don't have a reason
That's why I
to.
said like you're just doing it for reason, for the sake of doing it.
In the comics, there was like 30 years of build up for Doctor Doom to fail over and over and over again to the point where he goes, you know what? I'm gonna smash all these worlds together.
Yeah,
Very
right
cool.
now it's Fantastic Four and then Secret Wars,
Literally.
which is mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's Fantastic Four. Oh, Galactus is the big bad. But in the post-credit scene, here's Doctor Doom. He's now your big bad guy.
Yeah.
Enjoy Doomsday.
Yeah. Yeah, Nostalgia's a weird one.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, it's Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, that's mad.
who looks exactly like Tony Stark, and everyone's gonna look.
I just can't be bothered
They're
for
just-
Tom
everyone-
Holland to
everyone's
look
gonna
at
be
him like, oh my god, it's
Oh.
Tony Stark again.
Do you recognize him? Oh,
like
oh.
Yeah, we get it.
people are saying it's not Tony Stark. It is Tony Stark. It's just Tony Stark that's gone down a bad route.
It's, and I just,
It's just an alternative world where Hydra took over. That's it.
it's just.
Oh, Captain America's wearing Captain Hydra, isn't
Yeah,
Of course, we will.
and we've got like
he? Oh yeah.
like Hydra Spider-Man.
I'm
like,
actually excited
all these Hydra variants.
Yeah, and you know that Tom Holland Spider-Man on this Secret Wars battle world, whatever they're going to call it, is going to meet future Miles Morales. It's going to happen. And so he's going to... Tobey Maguire's going to be there. Andrew Garfield's
Oh,
going to be
don't! I'm very
there.
excited now.
You know?
What would be great if they had a different Spider-Man, a different Captain America.
Yeah. I'm
That-
telling you now,
that is-
Jake
that's not Chris Evans,
Johnson
that's not
Spider-Man
Holland. That's not
is
Andrew.
going to be in that film, live action. Calling it.
That'd be cool.
He's going to
Like
be in it.
if they were going to go down a different route, go with a Spider-Man voice actor.
Yuri.
Go with a person that's been Spider-Man but not in the movies. That's a nice little twist
Yep.
because you are still
Shamik
keeping on that
Moore.
multiverse.
What about like Yuri Lowenthal?
Yuri, yeah, that'd be sick.
Like
Perfect.
he could do it, right? He could come in and play PS4 Spider-Man. Oh my god! Right?
We can dream, though. We can dream.
That's the
Is that
nostalgia.
nostalgia,
talking
yeah,
Jay.
that's just nostalgia.
It's not going to make the film any better. All it's going to do is going to elicit this endorphin release in you, where you'll go, "Oh my god, that's so cool!" And then you're going to walk out of the film and go, "I don't even know what that was about. I don't even know what happened,
But I'm fully satisfied.
but I'm happy." And I'll
Maybe-
continue to be happy for the next 2
Maybe
days.
that's what filmmaking is now.
No,
Who was it that said that all these films are now roller coaster rides?
Martin Scorsese.
Martin Scorsese.
I agree with him, but I also don't think he's saying that negatively, or I'm not taking it negatively.
No, I think there needs to be films in the cinemas that are these roller coasters, right? But
you need these big blockbusters.
Don't need every single one of them to be there.
But the MCU didn't start off this way. You know, they started with these characters, the only ones they had access to. Iron Man was nothing.
He was nothing. Like,
When they released
literally
first
nothing.
Iron Man film, that character was nothing.
So was Captain America as well.
He wasn't-
Captain America weren't great.
He wasn't even on people's like top 6 team.
Literally, yeah. The biggest character they had at the start was the Hulk.
The Hulk.
And they didn't even own the Hulk
No.
Yeah.
at that point.
They were holding off from using it, and then they end up casting Mark Ruffalo instead.
Yep. Yeah. And it's just, I don't know, even all the way through to, I'm going to say up to Infinity War, because Endgame is just a big nostalgia trip. That's just a celebration of the MCU
Well,
up to that point.
It's like it's the final part of the third
Yeah.
act.
It's the culmination of 10 years.
Yeah.
So I will allow them to have that celebration.
It's the swan song.
Yeah, it is. And then they go, yeah, great. Now we're going to start with brand new characters. Here's the Eternals. You can meet all of them. Oh, you didn't like that? Okay. Well, here's Shang-Chi. Oh, you did like that? Well, we're not going to do anything with Shang-Chi for 20 years.
That kills me. That
So don't even worry about that.
that was so good.
Here's Moon Knight. Do you like him?
Don't worry about
Don't worry about it. Yeah, he might not come back.
that. Hey, you like Moon Knight? Here's She-Hulk.
Yeah. Look at She-Hulk laughing at the MCU.
Oh, nostalgia. Right, I've got. Okay, before we stop, Daredevil.
Yeah, Born Again.
Well, not only that, he was in She-Hulk,
Yeah.
He was in She-Hulk.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But
Moon Knight. No, it wasn't Moon Knight. It was
not
another
Moon
one.
Knight.
Echo,
Yep.
and there was one more he was in. There's like a little cameo.
Yeah, what was that?
Hawkeye.
That's not-
Hawkeye.
He was
Kingpin, but same
Kingpin.
thing. Yeah,
yeah,
Hawkeye,
yeah.
right?
That's going back to the
That's
Daredevil.
where it's like,
Yeah. Come on, what are we doing?
especially the Echo, when he was in every single trailer, he was in there for a
Yep.
minute. He was in
Yeah.
there for a minute. That's where it's like, hey, remember this guy?
Yeah.
Watch this. That's the killer. That's what I can't stand. I can't stand it. I hate it so much. Because I watched Echo thinking there would be more. And I watched the whole of She-Hulk just to find out it was only episode 9.
again, another one I'm so happy I skipped.
Yeah. It was okay.
It's not worth my time.
What,
She-Hulk-
in She-Hulk?
I found
That
I have very
episode-
limited time to like watch shows nowadays. 'Cause I'm so focused on like work.
The
that
Daredevil
I have
episode.
to pick my time very carefully, and I know for a fact I'm not going to waste my time on She-Hulk. I'm not going to waste my. I wish I didn't waste my time on Star Wars Acolyte. You know, there's a lot of shows and movies out there I wish I didn't waste my time on, but live and learn.
Ahsoka.
Live and learn.
Apart from the flashback, Ahsoka in water, Clone Wars reference stuff.
Oh, yeah, that nostalgia.
Yeah, what was that, Jay? Why'd you like that so much? Who was in that episode that was so great?
Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christensen. Yeah. Oh, what was he in? What?
Was that film that was out
he was in
like
that
10 years
Christmas
ago?
movie, wasn't he?
Yeah?
Yeah, what? He was, Jumper.
Oh.
Yeah, your love for Ahsoka only comes from how they grabbed you one episode, just went, oh my god, do you remember the Clone Wars? How cool is that? Look, here's Hayden
Yeah.
Christensen in his Clone Wars animated armor. Whoa! Anyway, back to the crap.
Oh, God.
You're the problem. You're a real
Hey, I didn't watch
problem.
She-Hulk. I'm not the problem.
Episode 9's really good.
One episode.
Why?
Hayden Christensen. The Clone Wars. He was in his original outfit.
Like, like I said before, Marvel is a prime example of they had to walked before they could run, and now they've ran, they're exhausted, they
they're
stumbled,
sprinting.
they scraped their knee, they're hobbling back, they're hobbling to the
rolled all
finish
the way
line.
down the hill. They spent so long running up
They end up at the start line for some reason.
at the feet of Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Carry
And
me
he's
back
gone.
up, please.
I will help you.
But that's like that with a lot of franchises, We're just saying Marvel because there is
It
so
isn't.
there's so
Isn't,
much
isn't.
content,
Yeah,
Again, it's an oversaturation.
yeah.
Of
Real quick,
nostalgia.
what's your guys' favorite Assassin's Creed game?
Assassin's Creed 3.
3.
Yeah.
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood. Have you gone back and played those recently?
I have played 3.
Yeah.
I'm playing through 2 at the moment.
Yeah. My favorite's 2. I think that's the best one.
Yeah, it is the best one.
It is the best one.
Yeah.
I got rose tinted glasses for Assassin's Creed 2.
So
when I go back and play it now,
I'm playing
Yeah.
2 at
Those
the moment.
mechanics are so ass.
Oh, that's why it's taken me a long time to replay it.
Yeah, it takes 30 minutes to climb a building.
Yeah.
Assassin's
Mate,
Creed 4 was
mate,
good though, wasn't it?
trying
Back
to
flag.
play Assassin's Creed 1 again.
Oh, I never completed that. From the day one, I was like, I can't
Jeez.
play this.
The only
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed game I've not completed was the one in France, Unity, because of how buggy
That's
and
when they
how
started.
bad the free running was.
That's when they started to go downhill for me.
Yeah.
I don't play it.
Assassin's Creed 3 was incredible. 4 was amazing.
4 was, I think, 4 peaked.
Black Flag.
4 peaks, but also it gave us the worst mechanic, which was the pirate ship, because they just had that and leapt with it for the next 5 games.
Yeah.
But they
It
didn't
was
do it
Which
for
great
really annoying.
in
But they
Black
didn't do-
Flag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they kept doing
Yeah,
it.
we didn't need
It
it.
was
didn't do it.
really annoying.
Do you remember Assassin's Creed Rogue?
No,
the one that,
played
the one
it.
that followed.
That was the spin-off
Flag?
of Black Flag.
yeah, but it was a prequel to Unity.
Right.
Because at the end of Unity, or some point through Unity, the Templar who you play in Rogue is the one that kills your father or your father figure, etc.
The reason I never played that was because it came out the day the PlayStation 4 came out.
And it was on PS3 and Xbox 360.
Yeah.
They didn't upboot
didn't
it
upboot
to.
it.
Yeah,
But
that's right.
apparently it's amazing.
Plot wise, it's good because it makes you sort of think, wait, the Templars might actually have a point here
Yeah.
for some aspects. But the gameplay and stuff, it just feels like you're playing 2 and Brotherhood and all those other games again. Not necessarily for the plot, apart from the whole realizing that Templars are black and white. It's all a mixture of grey.
It's a blur.
It's a blur.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's not that much difference. Bigger picture, there's not that much big difference between either,
Is it
really.
still Desmond?
No,
he still like
no,
the
he
guy?
died in 4.
Oh.
He died in 4, right? He died in 4.
He didn't even make it to 4.
No?
Did he not?
In 4,
Yeah, you're right.
You played another
Yeah.
assassin in first person, so you didn't know who that was.
It was you.
Yeah.
It was you.
It was Jay.
It was you. Do you not remember? It was at the
Camera
end.
turned
It was
around.
like,
It's Jay.
you never had a name. It was like, you're the player. It was like, oh, okay.
Oh.
Because in Black Flag, bro, do you remember Black Flag?
I do remember
it now.
Black Flag, but I don't remember anything
Right,
of like...
Desmond died in Assassin's Creed 3. I remember that now. But Black Flag, they changed the whole story because now you're working in Ubisoft and working on the new Assassin's Creed game,
Yeah.
and that was Black Flag. What a weird.
Yeah, you had Rebecca and Sean from 2 Brotherhood. So, the
the team.
Yeah. You had those 2 undercover in the lobby, pretending to be Abstergo employees,
Classic.
but
Classic Rebecca and Sean.
there wasn't that much of a story
Well,
there.
Why? Why are you doing this?
Yeah, they were weird games.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's... I think it was a good little...
I don't know where we were going with Assassin's Creed.
My point with Assassin's Creed is that the games have moved on so much
Yeah.
from what they were. Like, you've gone open world and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
it's not the same.
it's not the same thing anymore
It's
from
just,
what it was.
It's just a related title.
Yeah, but from playing the newer ones and going back and playing the old ones makes
Mechanics
the
are
old
amazing.
ones so hard, so difficult to play because you got so used to
Yeah.
what the new
Yeah.
ones have given you. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like D&D.
Nostalgia is definitely not always a good thing. That's for sure.
Yeah, no.
because
I think we need it.
it's. I think
It has its
it's
place.
It has its place. It's needed to a certain extent, but you can't purely focus on
No.
nostalgia.
You can't rely.
How
in a,
can you
in a-
move forwards if you're always focusing
Yeah.
on
in a
the past?
film, in a bit of media, TV show, whatever? You can't solely rely on nostalgia to take an audience member the whole way through it.
No. Especially if you're trying to introduce someone to a franchise, series, show, piece of media, whatever.
It's just it just can't. That's just not how it works.
No.
I think the problem is like if you bring nostalgia back so much, it just becomes the new norm. It's not nostalgia anymore. It's just what's happening now.
Yeah.
It's just a different word is just going to be used instead of nostalgia.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah.
Next
What-
question.
Next question. Time's
That
up.
was a joke. That was a joke. It was a-
We're
it was a joke.
we're out. We're out of time.
Even though we said we didn't want to talk about Pokemon, we did talk about Pokemon.
Because Pokemon has its place in nostalgia in a
Pokemon,
big
yeah.
way.
Massive.
But yeah, I mean, we could spend an hour and a half just talking about the nostalgia of Pokemon, but it's pointless because that. Oh, Pokemon.
There isn't
We
nostalgia
could
in
just
Pokemon
purely
anymore.
focus on a podcast dedicated to talking about Pokemon nostalgia,
Yes.
but we don't want to blow our brains out.
No,
because
we don't.
it's too much.
Because not only do we have this podcast, we also stand at that desk and rip open packs and
Yeah.
talk about the games and the anime and all this stuff. We would go insane.
Well, maybe for you guys, but I've done that at least 5 times now.
And then you go through and scrub through all the videos
Yeah.
and listen to it hours on end.
At least twice a day, I'm in the corner just rocking back and forth, saying,
Just before we end, just for the metadata, Switch 2. Happy? Not happy?
It's exactly what I thought it was going to be.
Same. I wish they just gave us some like 1080p's, 4Ks, battery life, anything.
I mean, we'll find it. When's the thing in June?
No, mate, it's in April for some
April.
reason.
See, I was thinking April in my head. I have no idea why I said June.
In the trailer, it
Yeah.
was like 2/4/2025. So in UK, we were like, oh, it's next month.
Yeah.
yeah, we were. I was
Yeah.
literally on the chat saying like,
Woo-woo!
guys,
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, it's
should
April.
we get together for this next month?
Nah. I mean,
See,
we
that's
can't get
why-
together, but
that's
we're waiting
wh-
a long time.
That's why you should always put the name of the month and not the number, because there are different regions in this
It's
world. that
so
use-
silly,
Yeah.
so silly. But I'm hyped.
Why do Americans do it the other way?
Why,
no
why
idea.
America?
Why America?
You're the only company. You're the only.
They are
It is like a company.
Yeah,
It
it
is
is
like
like
a company.
a
It is a
company.
company.
Yeah.
You're the only company in the world that does it that way. Fix it. Fix it quick.
But the videos was made in Japan, wasn't it?
Japan.
What?
Don't cater. Don't
don't do
cater
it.
to America. They don't need it. They don't need it. You just get us on board.
We're there.
We're good. So
Use
when
our
is
date.
it?
Use our format.
The 2nd of April, 2025.
I think so. Yeah.
I agree.
I think so too.
Do you concur?
Yes.
Here, here.
Yes. Rick and Morty. Full circle.
Here we go, full circle.
Nice. Yeah, the Switch 2 is exactly what I thought it was going to be. But I knew that from the moment they said, we're going to release news on the Switch 2. As soon as they said Switch 2, I was
Yeah.
like, okay, it's just going to be a more powerful Switch.
Yeah.
Super Nintendo Switch would have been amazing, wouldn't it?
Ooh.
The Super Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Because that's
The SNS
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
got me.
I did get you. I got you.
Full circle.
Full
am I
circle.
right?
There we go. We finally got him. We finally got him.
Yeah, it's it'll be what it'll be. And you know what? I'll get one day one.
Same.
I'll get all the launch titles
Same.
and I'll play the crap out of it.
Same.
Get one?
Sold.
Get Switch 2?
You've got it. Mate, the Pokemon games, EA's on it.
Yeah, you're gonna
Honestly,
have
yeah,
to get
like I have to.
It's a
More
business
like,
investment.
not like I want to. It's like, yeah, I'll have to get one.
You do.
You're gonna have to.
I'm not against it. It's just
Yep.
It's not my preferred platform.
Isn't it crazy that we've gone almost a year without any news on Arceus? Legends ZA.
Madness.
ZA.
Isn't it madness? Like
Almost a year.
We had the trailer,
Yeah.
which was a CGI trailer.
Yeah, no
Nothing.
gameplay. Nothing.
Which is never worth your time looking at.
No,
Doesn't mean anything.
Even like the big leak,
Yep.
there was nothing in ZA.
Nothing.
No. A little bit. No, the guy had a copy of ZA, and he was like, "I'm not giving anything away."
Yeah, I'd rather give out the
Yeah.
personal details of the past and present.
He played the
Please.
entire alpha.
Nostalgia.
He was all about nostalgia for that.
He'd be great on this podcast. Should we get him on?
Can we get him?
Yeah, can we get?
can we-
Should we come on?
Mystery man?
Yeah.
Can
A
we
woman?
get-
A woman?
Wow, you've outed me there.
Yeah. 2025 now, Jack.
Sorry.
Stop living in your nostalgic bubble, Jack. Get with the times.
Cut that.
Cut that. Jay, cut that. Podcast, damn it. Oh, okay. So, did you give your thoughts on the Switch 2?
I'll get it.
Thanks, Jay.
Thanks, Jay.
It's because I'm so disappointed with the games. And when I say games, I mean Pokemon games.
I see. Right. You can't.
Yeah, there's so
I'm
many
not
good
knocking
games.
Zelda. Or
Mario
games,
Kart
games
9,
of that
mate?
ilk.
Mario Kart 9 was gonna be hype.
Yeah. It's just Nintendo's never been my bag apart from Pokemon.
I really want a Let's Go 2. That's all I want. I love them games so much.
I think if we were going to get one, we would have.
I know. That's why it hurts. 'Cause I
That's the
feel
same
like-
hope people say, oh yeah, we're definitely going to get a Bully 2. Never going to happen. Half-Life 3. Nah.
It's Half-Life
Never-
3 still not a thing.
No, of course
Never
it isn't.
going to
Yeah.
happen.
Really?
Never going to happen. Never going to happen.
I swear they released a release date for that.
I'm fairly confident sales of Half-Life 2 still happen because they haven't released Half-Life 3.
Well, that's why I probably did, isn't it? That's why GTA 6 was so long in the making, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's why like GTA 5 has like just been cranking up the money because there hasn't been another one.
Oh, boys, this is the year of GTA 6.
It
Is
is.
it this year?
Yeah.
It's this
No,
year.
it's not.
It is.
I am.
Yeah.
No
I'm gonna put
way.
in some dedicated time for that.
Yeah, I might have to
I'm
book off
literally
a
going to
week.
edit.
Same.
I'm going to edit so much content before that, so I have like a good 2 weeks for
Yeah.
doing bugger all.
Yeah, nice.
It's time to make the Pokemon channel GTA channel.
Yep.
I mean, that's not a bad shout, but I don't want to buy shot cards. I can't do that. Go from Pokemon, go from physical cards to shot cards.
Short cards, yeah.
I can't do it. I won't do it.
Can't make me. We'll fucking.
I wash my hands.
Yeah, there's a lot coming up. There's a lot to look forward to. I nearly made this podcast episode what we're looking forward to in 2025. But I then realised I actually don't think there's that much I'm looking forward to.
There's a Minecraft movie.
But I do not care for.
There's GTA 6.
I care for that.
There's
The new...
Toys R Us coming back in WH Smiths.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Is it? But is
But
it
you've-
going to be
you've-
nostalgia based, or is it going to be like a revamped
No, it's going to be like Smiths, but with it's just going to be toys.
Smiths
with-
with toys? Or Smiths with
No,
even more toys?
it's gonna be just a toy shop with Toys R Us slaps everywhere. So the branding. So yes, it is nostalgia, but it's just a standard toy shop. But it's gonna be cute, right? It's gonna have.
I'll take that.
Jeffrey
I'll
the
take that.
Giraffe everywhere, all the logos. It's fine because back then it was
Oh,
just.
Jeffrey's coming back.
There was nothing special about Toys R Us.
Come on. You hear it, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean Jeffrey's coming back?
Jeffrey's coming back.
He was a mute. There's no discernible character about him beyond
I don't
I'm
even
a
think-
giraffe.
I don't even think back then there was anything with Jeffrey on it. I just.
He was on the. He was on the.
on the
the
signs.
adverts.
That it.
He was on the adverts.
Was it? Oh yeah.
Toys R Us. Toys R Us. Toys R Us.
Toys of the millions all under one roof. It's
You know the
called
lyrics.
Toys
Toys
R
R
Us.
Us.
Wow.
And then they start talking about the
certain
offers.
products.
and
Yeah,
stuff
I
like
remember
that
that
they've
bit.
got. Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Now that's
called
branding.
Toys R
That's
Us,
marketing
Toys
right
R Us,
there.
Toys R Us.
Nostalgia, eh?
Do you say they're coming back in WH Smith?
Yeah.
You know,
Going back this year.
but they recently said that they're closing a lot of the high street WH Smith stores because 80% of their revenue at WH Smith's comes from airports and train stations.
That's probably why they've bought Toys R Us. That's what happened with JD and Game. They joined together, didn't they?
Yes. That's
so
true.
that's probably what's
Which
going
I
to
don't-
happen in the near
Not too
future.
sure how that works. Having
I kind of forget the game exists.
Yeah. But they also they also sponsored post office as well. So every WH Smiths is going to have like a proper post office in it.
Toys R Us and a post office.
Also, Smiths. You know Smiths Toys. No, sorry, the Entertainer. Wait, what did he say? What did he say? I missed it. Missed it completely. What did he say?
It's- in the most like intriguing tone I've ever heard. It's like Toys R Us. I can't even do it. Wait, let me do it. Shut up. Let me do it. He went. He went.
I'm so confused. I don't understand what's going on.
He just went. Toys R Us and a post office. He had like a. He went.
Oh my god.
That makes any difference to you at all?
It's just
What a fantastic business opportunity.
it's just a great combination. You could buy toys and then send them off to your relatives. Like that.
Also known as Amazon.
Oh wow.
But you could actually go into the store.
Oh, yeah. What a step forward.
It's like Amazon, but real life. This is mad. It's just shopping. What a great concept.
They should call it retail.
Oh god.
Jesus.
Oh, you know the best thing about that as well. WH Smith sell boxes as well, don't they? So they've got like a
That's what
whole.
I mean.
Yeah, they've got a perfect cycle there, isn't there?
Put Jeffrey the Giraffe wrapping paper and then send it on his way.
Oh, well, on that note, that's fantastic. It's been an absolute pleasure to be back, boys. What a lovely time this was, reminiscing on how great,
Reminiscing is.
reminiscing on reminiscing. Oh, what a time to be alive.
that's a podcast episode. Reminiscing on reminiscing.
Thank you very much for tuning in, Jay. Where can you find us?
Oh, YouTube right now.
Right.
just YouTube.
Yeah, you know that you've just watched this whole video. Just look up at the URL. That's where we'll be.
Oh god.
We're only on YouTube at the minute, but we got plans to.
Go to Toys R Us.
W.H. Smith is thinking about taking Route 1 on. They're gonna have Toys R Us, post
Post
office,
office Route 1.
Toys R Us, and a post office,
And
Route 1.
Question mark.
Oh god.
It's on a whiteboard. How to save the business.
You'd be there like Pepe Sylvia.
Yeah. Route 1 in the centre. Oh, God. Thank you very much for tuning in. As Jay said, you can find us on YouTube, solely on YouTube. We're never going to be anywhere else. Do we need to be anywhere else? That's a question.
YouTube's the place to be.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. Do you remember before YouTube, it was like Google Video?
Oh yeah.
Bebo.
Yeah.
Bebo?
MySpace.
MySpace. Yeah. Do you remember every time you'd log on to someone's Bebo page, My Chemical Romance,
Yeah.
Welcome to the Black Parade would play?
Good times.
Every time.
Yeah, every single time.
Every single time.
And there was like a Homer GIF as well, wasn't there?
There was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
you
can
remember
create
it.
pages dedicated to like.
Yeah,
I
GIF.
created a page dedicated to The Simpsons.
I remember everyone had like pets on their page. It was like
Oh, yeah.
animals and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
You
a
could like
blue
upload
monkey.
your photos and PNGs and JPEGs
Yeah.
and all that sort of stuff.
Wow, what a time to be alive.
They should bring it back.
If they brought Bebo back, it would live for a week.
There's so many web developers everywhere. It's like, this is the best thing ever.
There'd be 1 billion users for a week.
Yeah,
and then
billion,
it, nothing.
What if they ever bring Habbo Hotel back? You ever play that?
Yeah. Oh,
You know what we should do? Like create Bebo coin.
Bebo coin.
Bebo coin. How's that work? I'm trying to wrap this up.
It's still there. No.
I've stopped recording now. But
Oh
my god.
my god. I had sex with so many women on this.
What in the unbelievable pardon did you just say?
Did you guys not do it?
I never played because
I was alright stood back in the day, mate. On
You
this
don't
game.
remember Habbo Hotel?
You never played Habbo Hotel?
No.
Mate.
What?
What?
I had sex with so many
Avert
women.
your anger back to him.
Mate, if you want to start your chat game, this is where you
Yeah.
go.
Wait, I had sex
ASL?
with so many women.
Oh yeah, we never know.
They could.
We never know.
No.
No. We hope it was women. Could have been anything. Could have been anything.
Could have been. That's crazy that I can just. 313 people are currently playing the original Habbo
And they're
Hotel.
all having sex.
Probably.
No way. Did you see that? Welcome to Habbo Hotel Origins.
Yeah.
Have they brought back?
So you know how Fortnite did
Oh,
OG?
gee.
No way. You know what? I'm not. I think it actually is.
Yeah, it is. It said.
Oh my
wait,
god.
on the previous page. Wait, no, go away. Here we go. Wait, no. Where'd it go? That page I was just on. It said Habbo like it was in 2005.
Oh my god.
Just how you remember it.
That is
Why is
so
that
funny.
like the design of Wreck-It Ralph? Like a pixely sort of
That's what it was.
arcadey. I don't
Like
know.
you could have you had like a room, didn't you?
Yeah, it had like a bedroom.
You could like decorate it.
Which
If you spent real money on the game, you could have like
all work for coins.
the all work for coins. Yeah. I remember once I went into this room where this
Joey was having sex.
yeah,
Probably. That's all I was doing, mate.
that's how we met.
There was this one time I had two girlfriends. And one of them came into my room while I was doing the day with another girl. She was not happy. She blocked me and everything. It was my first ever girlfriend.
Wow.
You Habbo cheated on someone.
I did, yeah. Many, many times.
Wow, you're such a Habbo whore.
Yeah, Habbo. Wow. Habbo ho.
Habor, if you will.
Ho.
Habor?
Habor. I don't know what modern Habbo is. I don't know what Habbo's become, but I can tell you it won't be nearly as nostalgic as this.
What has Habbo become?
Wow. We should do an episode where we play Habbo Hotel.
That would be so funny.
Like, I'll just have Habbo Hotel open while we're just chatting about
That
something
is
else.
hilarious.
And I'll just,
We should all have laptops together.
yeah, we should just go through it.
God, I forgot about Habbo.
Yeah, wow.
I spent so much time on this.
What about, I'm not even recording anymore. You can't even see this, but do you remember MSN Messenger?
I spent more time on this than Habbo.
I spent pretty much most of my hours after school on MSN Messenger.
Yeah. You just nudge
Play the
people.
sound effects.
Nudging people all the time.
Go,
yeah.
go on YouTube and play the sound effects. Go on YouTube and just put in MSN sound effects and see if we remember them.
Oh. I just want to put out there that I tried to wrap this up.
Just press that one. That's that one. That one there.
Let me just close this, and then let me get this up.
No, when you start talking nostalgia, like, things just happen.
I know. That's the power of nostalgia. This is 18 seconds long.
Right, I'm ready.
Stupid adverts. I'm going to get YouTube Premium. Unless
Yeah,
you're going to
probably
do
best.
I need to get it. Especially this advert that's copping up. That's like sometimes 2 minutes long.
Oh,
A
too much.
2 minute long advert.
it. Ready?
Yep.
18 seconds of pure nostalgia.
Oh, God. Oh, my heart. My soul just like encapsulated.
It was that message one.
Yeah.
It was a boom, boom, boom.
I heard that many a time.
Wow.
There's always a great panic when you first log into Messenger, like after school or a couple of hours later, and you get like about 15 messages or whatever from people, and it all comes at once, one after the other, and you go into like super panic mode.
Yeah. Wow.
That was beautiful.
Well, there you go.
Anyway, were you guys on MSN Messenger? Let us know in those comments down below.
Yeah.
Drop us a nudge. Just comment nudge.
Yeah. Give us your MSN Addy. Give us your Addy. Do you remember that? Everyone used to say that. Addy.
We always just say ASL.
Yeah, in it. That's how you do it. ASL, what are you saying? Age, sex, location.
Very.
ASL stands for
Age, sex, location.
no, it stands for something sign language.
What?
ASL stands for something sign language. American Sign Language. You idiots!
Oh.
So were you just typing ASL to people?
Because it meant age, sex, location.
This mad that you don't. That's my first chat blind. What do you do? What do you say? Age, sex, location. Because you know
You need to
instantly.
know people's priorities.
Exactly. Yeah.
That was your chat line.
Just the first thing you say to someone at a hotel.
ASL.
ASL.
Because you know you don't. Cause
All
you,
three are always a lie.
Yeah, but I'm covered.
Legally. They've got nothing on you. Because you said
ASL.
ASL.
my lawyer knows it. I know it. Everyone knows it.
That's the most Dennis Reynolds thing I've ever heard. He's like, oh yeah? Prove it.
I'm dying.
Oh, wow.
On that note,
Yes. On that note, thank you for tuning in. That went on a little bit longer past the intended ending. But I've been Jack.
I've been Jay.
Oh no, the camera's not recording. Oh god.
What do you mean? Oh no.
Let's just.
It's all right. We still got the audio.
Okay. Do I have to say goodbye again?
Yeah, just say bye. Bye.
What are you doing?
Waiting for you.
Oh.
Sorry, Jack's having a stroke. Bye. And that's where it ends.